Hello, welcome to my channel, Global Effect 1969. What I got for you today is this power inverter right here, where you can play radios if you hook up to them, or lamps, or car battery chargers. You got a power outlet there, right here. You got USB ports for you hook up a phone or other thing. This video is about this right here, and this itself. I do got another video before this one on this weed eater right here. This is also an Eagle weed eater. This is the Eagle 400 watt power inverter right there. It throws out the power. It don't come with a battery. You gotta buy the battery separately or use it off of. If you already bought tools, you can use it off the tools you've already bought. This is the charger. Anyway, this video is about this right here, and only this. Got it? This power inverter right here, we're gonna put to the test right here. And I got a couple different, I got fans right here and some other stuff. I don't got the box for this because they loaned it to me to make the video. Actually, my brother-in-law, and I want to check it out, man. It's not paid advertising or nothing. So either way, if it was, I haven't done any. I still got one product, cleaning product coming up. If they send it to me like I received on an email. But other than that, all my stuff in the reviews I do here on my channel, I bought myself, or I bought the item from somebody. I've not got paid to make reviews, and my reviews are truly from what I experience or whatever I do. And if I ever do something advertising for somebody, it'll still be professional, real. I'm not gonna lie for some gimmick to sell product for somebody. That's not me. Anyway, check this out. My brother-in-law let me borrow this. I want to check it out, man, because I was watching the videos on it and say they can run fans, lights, and everything. So I'm going to see if it's really true. And I don't know if it'll work like to charge a car with a battery charger, but I'm going to give it a try because my car is dead out there. And I'm going to go instead of running the cord all the way with the battery charger out there, I'm going to go put this over there in a little while and give it a try and see what happens. See if it'll charge up the battery in the car without having to plug it in. I'm probably getting excited for nothing. We'll see anyway. Anyway, check it out. These are just cords I'm going to use to plug in. Like I'm going to try plugging in like more than one item at a time. So I got that cord. And I got this cord right here because this is not the 3-prong. So I'll just push that aside right there. I got this right here because apparently you can plug it in and be charging the battery that's on here at the same time that you're using it too. So that's a pretty good deal there. Anyway, I got two little batteries here. Well, two batteries, I should say. From everything I know, this comes by sales. You gotta buy the battery separate. But I got this one right here, the Eagle 56 volt, and this is a 6-amp battery. And then I got right here the 5-amp battery. They're a little bit different size. So I'm going to try both, see what happens, and see how it works. Let me give you a close-up look at this. As you can see, that's the power button. Here where you can plug in some other stuff. It's even got a light. When you push that button right there, there's a light in the bottom that turns on. You even got a handle right here you can grip. You click as you use it. I guess it'll stay set wherever you want it. You can just pick it up and use it. Put it down, use it as a stand. Another good feature I've seen on this one compared to the other one I've seen on the internet. This one got right here, see where you plug in the battery? There's the prongs. So it's got like a protector case for the prongs. So some of them don't got that protector case, and you can actually bend these or something when you're moving them around. It's actually got that little protector prong right there, see that? So when you take the battery out, you don't got to worry about bending those by accident if you bang them around somewhere. You just, hauling it somewhere. It's going to be sticking out there protecting the prongs on there, which is pretty good. Alright, here, let's go. Let's see what we got here. Simply, you're just going to slide the battery in there. Slide right in there. Once you slide in there, it pops in there. You're good to go right there. I'm going to turn the battery, push the button on the battery, see how much it's charged. Because I got 3 bars there, so let's see how it works on 3 bars. This one needs to be charged up. And apparently you can actually charge this as you're using it too, they say. So we'll give that a try in a minute, being that I'm right here doing this review right now anyway. Alright, let's start. Let's go ahead and start with the flashlight. See that button right there? You push it, the flashlight comes on. Well, I want to call it flashlight, but the light comes on right there. Well, first let's get it turned on. Okay, yeah, let's get it turned on, that might help. Get it turned on. You're going to push down and hold down for a bit. Now it's on. Alright, let's check out the light now. Yep, you see that light come on? It's blinking. Okay, when you hold it down, it's like an emergency light. It blinks. When you hold down the button, when you first turn it on, it's going to blink like an emergency light. If you give it just a single push, it's going to turn it on low light. That's low light. Of course, you can't tell the difference. I'm out here during the daylight. If you push it twice, the light gets brighter. If you hold it down, it'll give you some flashing light for like an emergency light or something. They don't send out like a certain flickering code or nothing. It's just going to give you some flashing light, which is pretty neat. If you ask me, I think that's pretty neat actually. And like I said, turn it off, just push the button. And there it goes, it's back off. So that's pretty neat. Like I said, I put this down right here, put it like that. I like that, that's pretty cool. I sound excited like a little kid because I'm trying it out, man, but it's pretty neat. My brother-in-law let me try it out, and I figured, well, I'll make a video on it. Now first, let's try this fan right here to see how good this really works. I like to put stuff to the test, so let's see. Hang that cord there, I'm going to plug it in. Let's see if the fan turns on. Let me put this other battery aside right here. I don't want to drop it and be responsible to buy it. They're expensive batteries, I ain't gonna lie. Alright, let's see. Put it on 1. Not bad. The fan's on. Put it on 2. Fan's running. Put it on 3. Fan's running. That's pretty cool. Usually when I make the videos out here, it's hot. Now I can make this video right here while the fan's running. Put it on 2 right there, blowing some cool air. It's not that hot today. It's been close to the hundreds, man, right here in Texas. But today is a little bit better. I actually like that. I got that fan right there while I'm making the video. That's cool. I like it. Anyway, I got this big fan. What do you think it'll work, man? Let's give it a try. Now I love this fan. This is a shop fan, and I like that. That works a lot. All right, let's turn this one off right quick. I'll put it facing y'all so y'all can see. Matter of fact, let me get these cords out of the way so we're not using these right now. But I'm not using them. I'm gonna plug like both fans in a minute. Let's get those out of the way. This cord right here is what I'm gonna be. So they say if you plug this in to here, you can be charging this actually while you're using it. So we'll find out. But right now we're not using that. So we'll get that out of the way too. We'll move this over. Okay, that's just this fan right here. Okay, I was like, what's going on here? All right, I'm gonna unplug this fan. That's the little fan. I'm gonna plug this shop fan right here. Run it underneath right here. Now let's see if it'll run the chop fan. Remember, I'm at 2 bars and a half. It's blinking, and it was still working. Another good thing about this, okay. All right, let's talk about protection mode. If you're outside or wherever you got it, it says you're running the temperature is like 158 degrees. It's got self-protection mode where it'll automatically shut off on its own. Light will turn red for about 60 seconds from my understanding. Could be wrong or right, but that's what I think, and at least I think that's what I read. And then it'll automatically shut off on its own. And that's protection mode for overheating. If the temperature's too hot. Then you got another protection mode where if it's drawing too much power, it's a short circuit. The light, they say, it turns red and it starts blinking, and that's letting you know the short circuit or overload, and it will shut off within 60 seconds also. Alright, now let's get back to trying the fan. This is a bigger fan, so I'm going to give it a try, and we'll see how it works. It's pretty windy out here, so hopefully you can hear me. I think I got the camera away from the wind. I need to start using my mic that I never use. So now let's plug in this big fan and give it a try. Now not bad because I told you I'm running on 2.5 bars. Let's see how this fan works. This fan draws power. The little chop fan. Okay, first I'm gonna put it on low. Let's see what it does. Oh wow, it turns on. That's crazy. Whoa, I like that. Now let's go to medium. You can feel the difference on it. Go to high. Okay, high. You can tell the difference a little bit high, medium, probably because the battery is a little bit lower. But it's on, man. I mean, that sucker's going. That is crazy, what? It's blowing. But the fan should be facing me, right? Because I'm the one that wants to hear her. I'm like, whoa, this feels good, man. Hey, don't worry, look, we'll try something out here. I'll go ahead and turn it off. Turn that off right quick. Let's try this double. See if it'll run 2 fans at one time. One little one, one big one. I'm gonna plug in this cord right here. I'm gonna plug this. Plug that in. Plug the big fan into it. Plug my little fan into it. I'll face it your way. I'll face them both ways to see. This is live test. I'm doing this live test right here in front of you, man. I ain't got nothing to hide. Like I said, I didn't pay for this. I'm not getting paid for this review. I'm just doing it to see how things work here. Now let's see if it'll power both fans on at the same time. Should we start with the big one or the small one? Let's go with the small one first, see what it does. Alright. Turn the fan. Low, medium, let's put it on high. That's number 3 on this fan. As you can see, it's running. Let's see if it'll power this big fan. If it'll make a difference when I turn the big fan on, it's going to draw power away from that. It might draw a little bit of power. We'll see what happens. Okay, let's go. Low. That's great, it's working. Medium, high. I always like my fan on high, especially right now it's hot outside. Hopefully you can hear me because the fan's going pretty hard. Let me put the fan towards me while I'm making this video. Yeah. Get this out of the way. You can see it blowing the paper. The fan's pretty. I got it on high right there, man. Alright, now let's see. We're running 2 fans. One facing y'all, cool y'all down a little bit. I'll even put it on rotate. Get the invisible people out there too. So we got the 2 fans running. Let's try the light. How much power can it shoot out? Can we get the light to work? Put this down. I'm gonna push the light button. There's I held it down, so now we got blinking emergency light. Like, hey, it's hot out here. I got fan for y'all. Get the cord out of the way. You can see the flashing light. Like, hey, what's going on over there? I got some fans. If you're burning, come over here, get some air. That's pretty neat. Check it out. I like that. All right. Push once, low light. Push twice. The bright light, push it again, you turn it off. Hold it down for emergency light. You got your emergency flashing light right there. That's pretty cool. Hopefully you can see that on video. Anyway, let me turn that back off. I'm running right there. I still got the 2.5 bars. Hopefully you can hear me. This fan's pretty loud. Let me shut that off. I hope y'all heard all that. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and leave the little one on. Of course, I'm gonna face it to me. Yeah, I like that because it's hot out here. Anyway, next, I'm gonna unplug this right quick, and I'm gonna read you I'm gonna tell you the stuff right here. Turn it off. What you got right here on the top where it tells you, it says a pure sine wave. That means, like for instance, say you're using a light, you're not gonna see flickering and stuff because the power is constantly running. It's like not like some power converter where you plug something in and it's flickering or like pausing when you're running something because it ain't giving out the wave like a watt or whatever. This is a pure sine wave, which means you're not gonna get all that flickering stuff. It's running pretty good. You got the in and out PD low USB-C. You can plug it into the wall and actually start charging this battery on the battery converter with it. Or you can plug in here some other items to charge with or whatever, use it. You got your other right here, 18 watt USB-C, and then you also got a USB-A 18 watt fast charger right here. That's pretty cool. I like it. This unit also comes with protection mode, over temperature control. If it reaches over 158 degrees, the unit will shut down. Also, you'll see it glow red. If you got a pulling too much circuit or you're having a short circuit, you're gonna have it'll glow red, it'll blink red and let you know, and then it'll shut off after a minute. And I'm wondering if the other day when my brother-in-law was explaining this to me, let me use it, turned red when he plugged the vacuum in it. I'm wondering if the vacuum drew too much power and that's why it turned red, because he was surprised. He's like, what? Why is he doing that? He's never done that before. Alright, this is the vacuum that we're using. He was showing me the other day when it started blinking red, and he was wondering what's going on. And so now I'm wondering, is that what caused it to blink red, now that I've seen that it's got the oversurge protection on it. I'm going to plug this in. Maybe the vacuum cleaner drew too much power and that's why it started blinking red. We'll turn on the vacuum, give it a try. I don't want to try to vacuum the cord and see if it'll turn red like it did the other day. And if it did, that means it's sucking up too much power, causing an oversurge, or maybe there's something wrong with this vacuum. I mean, they say dirt devil and it's red, so that might want to cause it to turn red. Let's go. Yep, see it blinking red? Blinking red and turned off. Either there's a short in this causing that to happen, or too much power drawing out of here. You see how it started turning red as soon as I did that, and it'll turn red for a minute and then it'll turn off. At least I can explain let him know why he did that, because he was kind of curious the other day, and I don't know if he thought maybe the battery went bad or something happened. But alright, let me turn it off. I turned it off myself. We're going to test that again. Turn it on. And it's weird because you don't think the vacuum uses more power than the fan. I mean, the fan can run, and you seen I have two fans running, nothing happened, but watch when we turn the vacuum right on. Go red. Gotta turn it off. I don't want to ruin it. I'm just testing. I'm gonna go ahead and unplug it. So the vacuum apparently is drawing way too much power. We'll just turn it off. We're not gonna wait the whole minute and let it turn off on its own. So the good thing about him letting me borrow this to make a video on it is at least he'll know that if it blinks red like that. I don't know if he read the instruction now, because he was just wondering like what happened, but I was watching videos because I was gonna make this video, and I seen that part where it says if it starts flashing red, it means the overload or short circuit. So at least we know with this vacuum he didn't want to run it. Either it's using too much power or there's something wrong with the vacuum. Alright, let's move on. Okay, I'm back. I put that away. Let's turn it back on. Plug my little fan back in, man. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and plug this back in because I might want to use the double. Might want to use something else while I'm using it, see how good it works. Plug the fan back in. They gotta turn it on. Turn it on. I still got 2.5 bars. Put the fan on high. Huh?
I get to go on the airplane.
For how long?
7 minutes.
Alright. without my wife coming out here because I was looking for something else to try it on. I'm gonna try the air fryer. Let's see if the air fryer works. I'm gonna plug in the air fryer. Power button's on, says 400. Looks like it might work. Let's get some. There's a couple there. I don't care for those. I'm not gonna eat those. I'm just making a video, but we're gonna see how it works, man. All right. It says 7 minutes for these dino nuggets. So let's bring down the power. Look. $360. Put it for 7 minutes. Turn it on right there. Nope, so it didn't run the air fryer. It came on. It could be because the battery weak or two. I don't know. Let me go ahead and power that off. It didn't run the air fryer. Let me go plug it inside. They can use the power from inside. Alright, it didn't run that. But so far I like it. I mean, it's nice. Alright, so you can see I still got my fan running. Let me bring a light out here and I'll plug in the light and see how good it works with the light. I'm gonna use my light right here, plug it in. See what we got out of here, man. See if I can run the fan and have the light on at the same time. Turn the battery upside down, plug it into the fan, to the battery right here. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna plug in the light. Got the light plugged in. Let's see how it works. If it overcharges and turns it off. Seems to be working. Fan still running. My little fan still running. The light working. Cool. I like it, man. It's actually pretty neat. I might invest in one actually. Alright, let's see. Let's unplug, turn off the little fan, unplug it, and run the big fan with it. Because of course this big fan draws more power, so let's see how that works. We'll unplug the little fan, plug in the big fan. And I'm gonna put it on high. Yeah, I like that. Woo! I got the big fan running. That's not bad. That's actually pretty cool. I like that. So I got the light running, the big fan running. Of course, it's windy outside. I don't need the fan on today. The other days, I should have had the fan out here. Wow, that is crazy. I like that. All right, let me shut the big fan off. Shut this light off. Y'all know it works. I told y'all. Let me unplug it. All right, I'm gonna put it back to charge. This is, of course, it's plugged into a wall outlet. You put it up here, you should be able to charge while you're still using it. Just I'll unplug this big one right here. Let me move this big fan out of the way. There's another battery right here. Remember, the battery comes separate. You can buy the battery. There's the Ego 56 volt battery. Supposedly, from my understanding, this is a newer battery. That's why it got blinking light. The older ones didn't have the blinking light. Now I don't know if I'm gonna try I really want to try that battery charger to see if it works. But I don't got a full battery right now, and that might take a lot of power. You know, without plugging into a vehicle, I'm just gonna plug my battery charger out here and see what it does. Of course, I want to do a full test without it being plugged into the circuit. So we're gonna take that off. We're gonna unplug the fan. It's gonna get hot in here now. Now I'm gonna plug in just the charger and see if how the battery charger, if it'll make it go red and means too much power is being drawn. So the battery charger's on right here. Of course, I gotta plug in nothing. Look, it wasn't touching there and short out my charger. So it's just blinking like that. You know what? Let me take it to the car and give it a test over there in the car. This is blinking red, telling me it's not connected. Let me take this to the car and see if it'll throw a charge on the car. On my vehicle, the battery's inside under the back seat. Okay, I got everything out here to the vehicle, and I'm talking close to the camera because you might not be hearing me over there. So I'm right here by the camera. That's why you're not seeing me, because it's windy, and a lot of times I got to get my mic put on. I got the power converter over there, the charger right here. I'm gonna plug in the cable first, positive and negative cable to the battery first. Then I'll plug the unit onto the power converter, and we'll see if it can actually charge up the battery of the car without having to run the extension cord all the way out here. Okay, on this charger, first you got to plug in the battery thing, which I'll show you right here. This out of the way. I'll plug in the red one. Plug in the negative first so y'all can watch it. So I got everything plugged in there. Let me bring this back over here now. Battery charger there. Hopefully I'm not getting in your way. I'm gonna plug in the battery charger to the unit here. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the power on this unit. The power's on. Now let's turn on the battery charger coming on. I don't know if you can see it. It hasn't killed it yet. Okay, let's charge. Let me put it to charge. Alright, let's go right here. It says it's not connected right. Let me unplug this and try to connect it again. I think that black outlet not. Plug it back in. I'll put it on slow charge. Let me see if it turns on. It came on. It's charging. Oh wow. See, I'm at 37%. I don't know if y'all can see that. 38% now. I don't know if y'all can see that from a distance because 39% seems to be charging it. Wow. The car wouldn't turn on at all. It did. The battery right here, 40%. It can't be charging that fast. That just sounds crazy. 12-volt battery. Usually you can't see that. It's flickering when you play it, so it might be flickering. I don't know if y'all can actually see the numbers. 41%, but it seems to be charging. I find that kind of surprising that it's charging that fast. Okay, there it goes. I guess it was just a kick up there because now it's sticking around 41%, so it's doing the charge there. Because I actually got on slow charge too. There's 41% there. Don't forget that's on 2.5 bars over there, and I've been doing the whole video on 2.5 bars. 42%. It is charging it. I actually find that amazing because like I said, right now I got to run a cord from all the way to the back over here to the front, and if I can literally just charge it with that thing, that simple, just hook up the battery charger to the battery right here without having to run a cord. I mean, that's pretty wacky. I mean, I don't mind running the cord, but it'd be easier just to put these two right here and charge instead of running a cord all the way back there, putting the cord away later. Of course, it's at 42%, and there's that 2.5 bars on the battery. So we'll see how long that lasts and see if it works. I'm gonna leave it right there for a little bit and see if it actually charges up. Right now it's at 42%. I'll come back later and take a look at it, see if it's actually charging it, or it's just sitting there at 42% forever. All right, I came back, checked on it. Right now it's at 67%, so it is charging, but the battery is flickering right there. What I'm gonna do is go ahead and change out the battery and put that battery on a charger. I got a smaller battery. I'm gonna switch it out right quick. I'm at 67%. It's only been like 15 minutes. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it off. And this you pull up, and it releases the battery. I'm gonna take this battery out. Remember, that battery was already dying when we put it in there. I mean, it was already halfway gone. I'm gonna put this one in and finish charging that battery charger. Pop it back in there, turn it on. Yeah, that one's at full charge. Well, you got one blink there too. Let's get that charger on. 1, 2. Put it on the charge, should turn on. 64%, so it is charging, because y'all seen earlier when we plugged this in, it wasn't at that high of a percentage. So we're at 64%, it's charging it. I'll be back in a little bit here and see how good this is going. Okay, right here I'm at 72% charge, battery is dying. We got 1 bar and 1 flashing, so it's charging the battery, but it uses a lot of battery because it's charging, and it's killing the battery pretty fast, but it's charging it. We're at 72% charge. I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect it right now and see if the vehicle starts. All right, I'm gonna see if it charged it. If it charged it up good enough, I'll move the vehicle. And y'all know that it works pretty good. Give it a try right here. See if I'm not out of gas. Work, man. So it does work. I was able to charge it. I'm gonna move the vehicle. You can see it works. You can see it charged it. I was able to get the car going. You can see the high grass here. I got it cut because I cut yesterday. I didn't get to cut this because the vehicle was a dead battery there. So that's a pretty good converter. You didn't even have to bring the extension cord out here for it. Thank Okay, what I got now, I'm gonna go ahead and plug this in. I'm gonna see if it runs my computer. I'm outside right now. Put that in there like that. My computer plug right here. I'm gonna plug it in. And let's see how that works out. Hopefully I don't get in the way there. Turn the power unit on. We're good to go. Turn my computer on. It's coming on, man, so obviously it's got enough power to pop it open. We'll start it up, as one would say, I guess. Everybody says different. Of course, I just unplugged it, so it's gonna do all the power up mode because I should have turned it off the right way, but I wanted to come out here and test it to see if it'll run the computer on its own. It's working. Hit that right there. Comes on. Let's see if I can go to my page right quick. I'm not sure because I'm outside. I might be out of reach on the Wi-Fi. Say loading. Either I'm not close enough to the Wi-Fi or I don't got enough power to run it. Let me see. I can look at my folder. You can see this video play.
Okay, this is the little air compressor. The central.
So that's pretty cool because it's working. It's running my computer out here. I just wasn't getting Wi-Fi signal to be able to play, but it's running the computer on its own right there. That's pretty cool.
Central.
I can literally I don't got a laptop, I just got this all-in-one unit right here. So I can literally, if I want to take it with me and use it, like almost like a laptop or something. Check it out, it's pretty neat, man. That's crazy. I'll show you right quick. I don't want anybody to think I'm making it up. See, I'm not plugged into nothing but this unit itself, man. Right here. That's it. That's pretty cool. I didn't think I would want one of these, but I'm like, I kind of like it. I might, I might get me one, man. That's a YouTube video I was making, but I never did finish making it. And I got other videos there. Let's see. I was making one on the mower deck, but I never did finish that video. Okay, working on this mower. It was given to me from my brother, actually. The Craftsman Z6400. It was like fucking having a lot of trouble. What I did was clean the filter. I got a video that I had started on. That's crazy. That's a pretty neat little unit there. But I opened this up. This is my first time seeing a mower like this. I've had the regular riding mower, but I like that. Alright,
like this,
I guess that's it for now. I don't know what else to show you. I was trying to look at some other things to plug in, but I guess for now that's it. Appreciate you. That's it for now, and I appreciate y'all watching. And of course, if I unplug it from there, it'll kill the power. I mean, I shouldn't do that, but check it out. There it is. Dead. No power to the computer now. But this is actually a pretty good unit. I like it. I say if you want one, go ahead and grab one. The unit right here. Remember, pull up, it ejects the battery. Remember, this comes by the sales only when you buy it. But I seem to like it pretty good, you know. The battery costs a lot, I ain't gonna lie. The battery is gonna cost you an arm and a leg and a pair of pants, probably. Depending on how much money you got. But the battery is expensive, I won't lie. Snap it in there, you're good to go. Alright, I'm done with this video. Subscribe if you want down here. You can pick some videos here to watch, some other videos down here to watch, and more videos up there. It all depends. If this helped you, or you liked it, or even if you don't like it and just want to support my channel, subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Later.